So here we are, 10 years later, having created a distinctive program that combines Jewish studies and professional studies with a year-long classroom internship in a partner day school, a program that gives initial preparation with support for teachers in their early years on the job and continuing development for experienced teachers, a program that leads to a Master of Arts in Teaching degree and that meets the state requirements for an initial teaching license, and a program whose graduates are having an impact not only on the lives of the children that they teach, but on the communities and the schools in which they teach. None of this would have happened without the vision and generosity of our partner, Lauder. Laura assembled a group of funders to help launch the DeLeT program at Brandeis and at HUC. And now we have a growing network of alumni teaching in day schools around the country. And she's supporting this active network of alumni so that we can build a continuum of professional learning opportunities for teachers at every stage in their career. And so we are gathered tonight to celebrate the accomplishments of the DeLeT program and to honor Laura for her vision and her generosity and her entrepreneurial spirit. It seems especially fitting that this event is taking place during a special period in the Jewish calendar, the 49 days between Pesach and Shavuot, which correspond to the time between the Exodus from Egypt and the receiving of the Torah at Mount Sinai. The verbal counting of each day, called Spirat HaOmer, or the counting of the Omer, derives from the commandment to count 49 days, beginning with the day on which an Omer, or a measure of barley, was offered as a sacrifice in the temple in Jerusalem, up to the day before Shavuot, when an offering of wheat was brought to the temple. It is both an outer counting from Pesach to Shavuot and an inner counting from being a slave to being a person who can receive and teach Torah. Even more special, and Fred mentioned this, is the fact that, well, until sunset, it was Lag BaOmer, the 33rd day of the counting of the Omer. And it's especially appropriate because Lag BaOmer is often referred to as the scholars' holiday. It reminds us of Rabbi Akiva and his students and the importance of study and learning. And even though we're not going to be lighting any bonfires tonight, which is a custom in Israel, we are lighting a symbolic fire as we celebrate the work of teachers and their students. People often ask me questions about DeLeT that involve counting. How many teachers have you prepared? What percentage of the DeLeT alumni are teaching in day schools? How large is next year's cohort? But just knowing the numbers do not tell us very much about the importance or the impact of our work. When we say that DeLeT has prepared X number of teachers who are working in X number of schools where they're serving X number of students, we're actually trying to tell the story of what the numbers represent, what the significance of the work really is. The word lispor, to count, is also the same root as lesaper, to tell a story. And we are asking ourselves, what's the story that the numbers tell? We learn from the Jewish idea of counting that what matters is not the number of days, but the process of paying attention to the passing of each day as we prepare to receive Torah, a teaching that can provide a path to guide us and infuse us with a unique sensibility and sensitivity to the world and to life. In our case, the Jewish way of counting can help us think about how to count the value of DeLeT, not by treating the numbers as the primary outcome, but by using numbers to get to the deeper meaning of what the numbers represent. Thinking about our growing community of alumni can lead us to think about what they're doing, how they embody a Jewish spirit and stance toward learning in their teaching, how they are present and attentive to each of their students, how they are becoming leaders in their schools, how they are helping to enrich the quality of Jewish living. And this way of counting can help us think about the many stories of DeLeT students and the impact they're having, some of which we tried to represent in our video tonight. Counting is such a great word. It has lots of different meanings. To be counted is to be included, to matter. That's an important DeLeT value. It's something that matters to us in our pluralistic learning community at Brandeis, and it's an important value for the inclusive classrooms that our alumni create. We also talk about counting on someone in the sense of relying on them. Over the past 10 years, we have counted on many people, Brandeis leaders and administrators, our fabulous DeLeT faculty and staff, the heads of our partner schools and our amazing mentor teachers who are increasingly graduates of the program, our talented students, and numerous others behind the scenes like Liz Dinolfo and Richard Levitt, who are responsible for this beautiful event this evening. We have also counted on individuals and foundations who support the work of DeLeT and who are listed in our brochure at your tables. But tonight we want to single out one person that we have counted on a lot for steadfast support, financial and moral, for enthusiastic advocacy, and for trust in our experience and expertise. For 10 years we have been able to count on you, Laura, to help us, to support us, to encourage us, and I hope that we can both count on each other as we look forward to the next decade of DeLeT together.